no. Yes! Oh my god, no! Unless you guys have been living under a rock for the last month or so, chances are you've heard about Chat GPT, which is this sort of chat box powered by artificial intelligence and developed by this company called OpenAI. Now, lots of people are quite concerned about artificial intelligence.
I try to convince people to slow down AI, to regulate AI. This was futile. I tried for years.
And Chat GPT has broken any record in terms of users. You can ask this bot to write you a script for a video or to write you lyrics for a song or maybe a blog post. And some people are getting concerned about their own jobs. So today we are here to ask guitar and music questions to Chat GPT to better understand whether artificial intelligence can replace musicians and guitarists altogether. Right, so being this a guitar education channel, let's start by asking what are the difficulties most people find when learning guitar. Developing proper technique. Playing guitar requires using your fingers to press down on the strings and form chords and can be challenging for some people. Yeah. Building muscle memory. I definitely agree about muscle memory. Quite impressed already. Let's see number 3, reading music notation. Is it that important? But yeah, probably it is a struggle. If you want to learn how to play from sheet music or guitar tabs, you'll need to learn how to read music notation or tab notation. That's true. This can be challenging for some people, especially if they're not familiar with music theory. Yeah, I agree, but we all know, guys, that it is not that important to learn how to read music. Stay motivated and finding time to practice. I particularly agree with the very last one. Many people struggle to find time to practice guitar regularly. I agree. Especially if you have commitments such as work or school in general, if you have a busy life, yeah. Okay, so this was a good warm-up. Let's try something more technical. What is the difference between terms that people confuse, like rhythm and timing? You know, you often hear, oh, the wrong timing and stuff like that. Let's see what's the difference between this. So rhythm and timing are closely related concepts in music, but they are not the same thing. Rhythm refers to the pattern of strong and weak beats in music. Kind of. Timing, on the other hand, refers to the precise placement of musical events within the rhythm. Yes, this includes things like the length of a note. You know, the length of a note to me is more rhythm than timing, to be fair. Good timing is important for creating a sense of group and making the music feel cohesive. Yeah, in summary, I like that there is a summary at the end when you ask the difference between two terms. In summary, rhythm is the pattern of a strong and weak beats in music, while timing refers to the precise placement of musical events within that pattern. I mean, yes and no, I'm still impressed, but not so much. But there is also the chance to regenerate the response. Now we're gonna just go very quickly and check if there is anything different, anything important, or otherwise we'll go to the next. Okay, I like the way it starts. Rhythm refers to the way a piece of music is organized in time, including the placement of accents, the length of notes and rests. See, that's what I said about the length of notes, and the tempo, speed of the piece. Timing, on the other hand, refers to the precise moment at which an event or action occurs. In music, timing refers to the accuracy with which a musician plays or sings a note or phrase in relation to the beat or pulse of the music. Yeah, I mean, yeah. This is the right definition, I like it. I'm much more impressed with this second answer now. Okay, so since we often talk about R&B and Neo Soul on this channel, let's ask something about this. Like, explain what is Neo Soul? So Neo Soul is a subgenre of soul music that emerged in the 90s as a blend of traditional soul, R&B and hip-hop. I would have said jazz as well. It is characterized by its use of organic, often live instrumentation, as well as its incorporation of elements from a variety of other genres such as jazz, funk and rock. Yes, particularly jazz and funk, I would say. Okay, I like the final part of this answer, which is some notable artists who are associated with the Neo Soul genre include Erykah Badu, D'Angelo, Lauryn Hill and Jill Scott. 4 of my favorite artists. But now the question is R&B and Neo Soul the same? R&B, short for rhythm and blues. Yep, and Neo Soul are similar in that they are both genres of popular music that originated in African American culture and have roots in soul music. However, they are not the same genre. Yes! So now the next question must be, describe Neo Soul guitar. Neo Soul guitar refers to the guitar playing style and techniques used in the Neo Soul genre of music. Again, another description of Neo Soul, same as before. In terms of guitar playing, Neo Soul guitar is typically characterized by a smooth, soulful sound that is achieved through the use of techniques such as finger picking, string bending, and vibrato. Then a few artists, D'Angelo again, Joe Mayer, Ben Harper, not so sure about those two. I want to check something YouTube. Name some YouTube guitar teachers, just for fun. I think I can guess. The first two at least. Martin Schwartz, who doesn't know Martin? Then Justin Guitar. Of course, Justin Guitar. Love Justin. Rick Beato. Oh, I was surprised about this, but yeah, Rick Beato. Oh, I love this. And the Guitar, number 4. Teacher based in the UK, so it gives you context as well. Holy sh... I mean, and then Sarah Spisak. I hope this is correct. You know what? I'm gonna admit that I don't know her. I love this because I just learned about a new guitar YouTuber. But like we said, so many people have been using Chat GPT to write entire scripts or blog posts. So what if we ask an entire script? Write me a script to explain the relationship between chords and scales on guitar. On the guitar, scales and chords are closely related. A scale is a series of music notes, typically as, chords on the other hand are groups of 3 or more notes played simultaneously. I mean, we may find something that I would have said in a different way or something to slightly correct, but yeah, I mean, I'm very impressed about this. So now I would say let's ask 2 different types of lesson, one for beginners and one for advanced guitarists. So for beginners I would ask, help me explain bar chords to a beginner guitarist. Bar chords are a type of guitar chord that involves using one finger to press down on multiple strings across the fretboard. This. I like the overall script. This is a good lesson, to be fair. I can picture some creators like using this tool to literally write the entire script of their videos, which I'm not really sure about how I feel about this. And now for more advanced musicians, let's ask this. Explain secondary dominants, which by the way guys, I'm sure that you already know that I talk about quite often on the channel, so you can find an entire lesson about it, but let's check this out together. In music theory, a secondary dominant is a chord that temporarily shifts the tonal center or key of a piece of music. It is called a secondary dominant because it is not the main dominant chord, the 5th chord of the key in which the music is written, but rather a dominant chord that is borrowed from a different key. Yes. So for example, let's say a piece of music is written in the key of C. The dominant chord in the key of C is G major. If the music includes a D major chord, which is the 5th chord in the key of G major, this D major chord would be considered a secondary dominant. Yeah, it temporarily shifts the tonal center of the music from C to G before resolving back to it. Oh my god, I mean, this is fantastic. This is a great explanation. Sometimes even when you know what secondary dominants are quite difficult to explain. Secondary dominants are often used in music to create tension and dissonance. Yeah, I mean, this is great. Guys, I think this is one of the best use that you can find about Chat GPT if you are a musician or guitarist, if you want to learn more about difficult concepts where it's not always easy to find answers on the internet. Okay, now let's ask something quite difficult and let's see if we can finally find a mistake. So explain when to use the flat symbol. I'm gonna write flat symbol with Roman numerals in music theory. Or music theory. We know guys that the flat symbol is when you have a flat 3, flat 6 or flat 7 in minor keys, so essentially when a degree is minor. In music theory, the flat symbol is used in combination with Roman numerals to indicate that a chord is a minor chord or that the note is lower, flattened, pitch. I mean, no, it doesn't indicate that a chord is minor. This is where most people get confused. No, it means that the note that we use for the root of the chord comes from a minor interval. But often the type of chord that you get is actually major. even if you have a flat. For example, if a Roman numeral is written with a flat symbol next to it, this indicates that the chord represented by that numeral is a minor chord. No, it's a minor chord when it has the 3 in lowercase without the flat. So we have found the first mistake. So what if we ask a specific question about a key? So what is the flat 6 major 7 in the key of C minor? We know, guys, that it's A flat major 7, right? We are in the key of C minor. A flat is the flat 6 major 7. Like this, right? Let's see what's the answer. Oh yes, in the key of C minor, the flat 6 major 7 is an A flat major 7 chord. So to recap, can Chat GPT replace a guitar teacher? Can it replace musicians altogether? I obviously don't believe so. But yeah, I'm open to read your comments underneath this. Think about how you can use Chat GPT to help you with beats, for example, or lyrics making in several styles or languages. I thought until the very end of this video that a good use of Chat GPT for musicians was that if you are confused about a particular concept, you may ask for something here that may help you understanding that difficult concept. But now we have demonstrated that with Roman numerals it gets quite wrong. So I would still ask, but I would be also very cautious about the answers that you get. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments if you'd like me to ask more questions about guitar and music and neo soul to ChatGPT, or if you'd like me to explore different uses of ChatGPT for musicians.